Season 4, Episode 10 of Are You Afraid of the Dark? The tale of the fire ghost that takes place in a fire station. It gives you exactly what you want, a fire ghost. But before the story starts, of course, we get a little skit of the Midnight Society. This time, Sam and Kiki are having a little cat fight. Because, you see, Sam, she stole a sweater from Kiki, and honestly, the sweater looks better on Sam than Kiki, and then somehow the sweater got stolen, so it's Sam's fault. You see, Sam put it in her locker, but then someone broke into her locker and stole the sweater. Or maybe she did what I used to do in high school, where I'd sort of just leave the locker open because I hated doing the combination all the time. You could leave it just a little open, just a crack, and you can't even tell, unless you yank on it. This story is not going to be told by Sam and Kiki. They're just having a little cat fight on the side. This one's actually going to be told by Gary's younger brother, Tucker, the more mischievous one. But this is a dead serious story. It's certainly one of the better ones of this series. We're in FireStation 214, and this actually looks like a legitimate fire station. I'm sure they're doing what they always do, where some of the offices are not actually in a fire station, but it looks like, at least with the fire trucks we see, they shoot part of this in a fire station. Since we see the doors open the way they do in fire stations, and we see actual fire trucks. Wow, amazing. These two kids, Jimmy and Roxy, are left alone in the fire station, as Jimmy's dad, Dan, is an actual firefighter, and while he was going to do something special with him, well, he gets the call, slides down the pole, and they have to go fight some fires. So they leave these kids alone in this fire station. Now, usually in Are You Afraid of the Dark, the kids have to do everything for themselves. The adults don't help them at all. But finally, in this episode, they do have one adult that helps them. I mean, he's a ghost. His name is Jake, but he at least gives them some guidance on how to fight this fire ghost. And it's nice to see some interaction between the adults and the kids. But this is a good way to do it, where it's a ghost, so he can't do everything for the kids. They still have to figure it out, but he can give some backstory. Jake, appearing out of nowhere, tells the kids he's been a firefighter for a long time. And if there's one thing that he's learned, it's that fire is like a wild animal. Fire lives, it dies, and it thinks because fire will do anything to survive and grow. And the only way a fire ghost crosses into the real world is if someone looks right into the flame, which is kind of impossible not to look into the flame. So it seems like these kids are being set up for failure. But maybe you have to look long and hard into the flame, because he explains that the firefighters, including Jimmy's dad, they know that this fire station has been haunted by this fire ghost, but the reason that it has never come and gotten them is because they're not looking at the flame long enough. I guess they're shooting water at it too. They can maybe get into more detail about what looking into the flame actually means. Don't look into its eyes. And Jake also lets the kids know that while the fire ghost hates firefighters, that's really who he's going after. These two are the son and daughter of firefighters, so the fire ghost is okay with taking them as well. Very comforting. We get a creepy scene where Jimmy's talking to Roxy, and this fire hose is sliding across the floor and then wraps around his leg and starts drawing him in to this office. And this one is absolutely action-packed, giving you exactly what you want. This fire ghost can make things appear, but he also chases the kids with an axe as well. And of course, makes fires appear to block their path, so they can't escape this fire station. It seems like they're able to escape finally, only to run into this officer right outside the fire station, who they bring in to tell them about this fire ghost, and it's of course the fire ghost himself. So we see them run upstairs, have axes thrown at their heads, have fire hoses try to kill them. And I like this episode a lot. It doesn't talk down to the audience, and it also doesn't get bogged down in exposition for the first 10 minutes either. You see this fire ghost gain strength from just being a guy in a suit to, at the end, looking like this, where he's in his full form. And even a nice special effect where the fire ghost lights himself on fire. This is done with some Are You Afraid of the Dark movie magic. I thought they might actually have a stunt actor light himself on fire. It seemed like, especially movies in the 90s, loved lighting people on fire. They're able to give an outline of his entire body on fire. Whereas if they had a stunt actor, usually it's just their back that's on fire, because that's the easiest way to do it. So with the help of their friend Jake, they are able to beat this fire ghost by tricking him and having him accidentally set off the sprinkler so that he turns to dust. I think this is a really good episode. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. You get a truly intimidating villain, a good cast, and some great action. Oh, and you get to see fire trucks as well. Jimmy Preston was played by Miles Ferguson. who was in 2 episodes of The X-Files, and 4 episodes of Poltergeist: The Legacy. Another 90s series that I've never heard about, might have to check it out. Fortunately, Miles died at the age of 18 in 2000 in a car accident. Roxy was played by Vanessa King, who was in 69 episodes of the TV show Edmont, and we saw her in Season 3, Episode 8, Guardian's Curse, as Cleo. Seems like when Edmont finished its run in 2005, she stopped acting. Jake, their ghost helper, was played by Michael Copeman, who had small roles in Robin Williams' movie Death to Smoochie, and was the guy in the bar in the movie The Fly. But he's still acting to this day. His last credit in 2026, that'd be this year, episode of Murdoch Mysteries, and episode of Star Trek Discovery as Dr. Felix. At the top here, we can see that at the end of the episode, Sam gives Kiki American money, to pay her back for the sweater. Even though the show was filmed in Canada, they will do anything to hide the fact that this was filmed in Canada. They don't want you to ever know that. Next up is The Tale of the Closet Keepers. And check out our playlist for the other series that we've covered. We're currently doing Black Mirror, every single episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark, Twilight Zone, Mystery Science Theater 3000, and American Horror Story. We also have live streams where I go through the Monsters series and memberships. Thank you.